prepared yet.
You need to try and pick off the units as... Look at the shields on the mark.
Oh my god, the ball is going to take him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you. Yes, I do indeed. Welcome you to the one and only Metalopolis. We're going to bring you Strelok right here in the blue trunks. He's to the south, and he is playing Terran versus his opponent, the mighty GoOdy. He is in the purple trunks, and he is also playing Terran to the west.
And close by air, which we can note, which could result in a very fast game. It also could result in a long game, depending on how the defense is.
A very fast game. You're adorable.
I know.
It's GoOdy. It's not going to be a fast game.
I don't know. It's going to be close, because if Strelok can execute a well-timed drop or so on, then it could end fast. But GoOdy's defense is so solid that as soon as he scouts his close by air, he's going to know that the only way GoOdy's going to lose, talk to himself in third person, by the way, the only way GoOdy's going to lose is that if I lose to a drop very fast, and he will definitely make sure to prevent that.
Yeah, I would predict 57 missile turrets from GoOdy right there.
Definitely. I mean, if you put them maybe a centimeter apart from each other, you can probably fit 57 along that back line.
High-sec auto-tracking. It's required.
Yeah. You, like, have that upgrade, and you can apparently hit medivacs that are in Strelok's base before they even come across.
That would be fantastic. Unfortunately, not the case. But regardless, high-sec auto-tracking, useful talent to have. Right, Barracks coming in for Strelok. Barracks coming in for his opponent GoOdy as well. No early gas, I noticed, from Strelok right there. He actually goes in for gas on 13.
Yeah, pretty standard gas timing here. He's going to go for a 1-1-1 style. And GoOdy getting it a little bit later, actually getting it on 14. And a little difference there, but not going to really put too much of difference in the late stage of the game. It's going to be pretty much the same. And GoOdy deciding to scout faster. He decides to scout close air first as well. So he will get in there before any Marine is out. Strelok not sending an SCV out yet. And might not even be able to get any scouting information if he doesn't send one soon, because the barracks has been completed for GoOdy, and a Marine should be on its way.
We shall see. We shall see. Neither of these guys really bothering so much. I mean, GoOdy gets some cool information. He finds out what's going on. He might even find out what these SCVs had for breakfast. But yes, there's the orbital command. Nothing particularly special, but we do have the scout moving in for Strelok. The question is, will it be denied? It looks like it will be.
Yeah, it should be. If GoOdy can control this Marine properly, which he definitely can, then he can deny the scout from Strelok. If he doesn't, the SCV will basically walk straight past. So
yeah, it's unfortunate. I have a feeling Strelok will actually get into the base right here. If GoOdy had actually redeployed over to the side here and got a couple of shots as it passed, he would have been able to deny that. But scouting information is grabbed, and Strelok actually going for a Reaper right here.
Finally. And we'll have to see, will it be a Reaper expand, will it not be? There's two different ways you can go down it. You can expand from this. And it looks like he probably will be, because he's saving up a lot. He does have 100 gas now, so if he's going to build a factory, though, yeah, it's just going to be a command center. So there was two ways to go down this, and he decides to go for the macro-orientated style, whereas we have GoOdy going for a factory now, and hasn't added on the second refinery yet. It's still just pumping out Marines.
Yep, could be a Hellion opening here from GoOdy. I think that's fairly likely. And the whole Reaper fast expansion thing is really popular on Metalopolis because of the positioning of these two Zelnaga towers. You can get so much map control by just hopping between them, and it can also deny your opponent from taking those Zelnaga towers very easily.
And GoOdy with two Marines in position already to deny Reaper if it does try to come in. But it is going to come from the front, and it is going to get a lot of scanning information. It's also probably going to get two SCVs, I'm going to call.
I will say 3, honestly. I'm going to go for 3. There we go. And he actually is taking none.
None. Oh,
well,
God,
never mind.
Never
mind.
Might as well quit my job.
Wow, a GoOdy actually quite slow on getting back to mining right there, do you notice?
That could be equal to 2 SCVs, so...
It's not. You're not allowed to, yeah, he got absolutely nothing out of that, except for scouting information. But again, he did, as I said, deny the mining, so because GoOdy actually, I think, just forgot to put his SCVs back on there, so it's a bit problematic, but there we go.
So it looks like GoOdy's going to be the one to open up with a similar style as we saw in Terminus. He's going to get the Medivac out now, and definitely go for a kind of a cute drop. A lot of Marines queued up once again, GoOdy style, and he is supply blocked on 35.
Oh my!
GoOdy, what are you doing? This is the final game of the series. That is not what you want.
Going for the Total Biscuit style right here of getting supply blocked very frequently to give your opponent a small advantage and lure him into a false sense of security.
What I would do now is cancel all the production, cancel the Medivac, cancel the Hellion, cancel the Marines, and just go ahead and expand, because you're just wasting so much time right now, and a lot of money has been banked up while Strelok is even getting a Viking out now as well in anticipation for this style. He's got a tank out. He's moving tank and marines into position as well. So not a good opening from GoOdy here.
Not exactly what I call fantastic, and the amount of queuing up that he's done right here has actually really slowed down his expansion.
3 marines queued up. That's 150 minerals, 100 minerals wasted. GoOdy is known for that. He'll stay on 6 factories for a 40-minute game and just produce 5 tanks from each one. And he's very known for that, and it's a little bit sloppy, to be honest, and even calling down energy onto a supply depot too, because he was supply blocked again.
Oh my! On
just there, as you can see.
Yeah, we don't often see these, as you can see right there. We've got the double supply depot, the little bit of a stack going on. It is unusual. I mean, GoOdy's actually playing kind of sloppy right now, which is not common.
And he's going to get supply blocked again. He's at 49 out of 51. Still no supply depot in production. Obviously, the command center will allow a bit more supply, but that's a long way from finishing. So a little bit weird from GoOdy here.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Strelok is pushing forward at 51 out of 70 supply. There's no need to get supply blocked here. And he's going to go ahead and expand.
Yep, he's looking very, very nice indeed. The economy of both is fairly equal, honestly. We see these command centers are going to be down at about the same kind of time. Strelok's been hanging around his base for a little while now, looking to secure. And of course, there is a heli in there, but it really can't do anything other than scout the expansion timing, which is still useful information nonetheless. GoOdy has not turned that into anything just yet, and he actually has gotten rid of most of his queues. Funny enough, if he actually took that tank out of the queue, he could have got that command center up earlier. And that's a lesson for everyone, really. If you queue things like that, then you delay your timings.
And pretty much standard push out here by Strelok as siege mode finishes. He could even siege up here, or not even need to siege really, just pick off this SCV and turret quite easily.
Nice and easy, yep.
And because of all these delays that GoOdy's having, he doesn't even have siege mode yet. He doesn't really have that many units. So if Strelok gets position here, could be not looking good for GoOdy.
No, it's not looking amazing for him at all, really, which is kind of disappointing considering the masterclass that he played in the previous game. That is actually happening. Yes, there is a little bit of damage down the bottom right here from that Hellion. So he's able to pick off a couple, but not all that effective, I have to say. You can deny mining, he takes 3, and GoOdy actually pushing back now, and is looking to take control of the map once again. And Strelok's siege tank to open up with a devastating fusillade on the Marines of GoOdy, and he takes control of the map once again. There's the deployment. Oh, GoOdy! Ouchie, ouchie, that had to hurt.
See you later, Marines. And really nice play by Strelok, having the siege tank on the higher ground and then falling back to it in a defensive retreat. But look at this. Oh my god, all these SCVs were not mining on the natural of Strelok for a very long time. And that's quite crucial then. It hurt his income. We look at the unit tab. He does have an SCV lead, 42 versus 37. But he also has the supply lead too, but his economy was quite hurt there. He's not even waypointing that command center. And,
what is up with these two? This is uncharacteristic from both of them. They've played so well the past 2 games. You've seen them playing at their highest, and now they're just, they're just not bothering? I don't know. It is sloppy play from both, but everyone has their off days, folks.
Yeah, I mean, Strelok's playing StarCraft 1 again. He's not waypointing his command center. He's letting idle SCVs queue up there. As they pop out, that's not really good. He's going to take a pretty standard 3rd base, and it looks like GoOdy will be able to scout it, unless he's going to go for his own 3rd base. I don't know what he's doing with that SCV up there.
That would be an odd place to put a 3rd. One has to say, that is way out of position.
Yeah, I think it's a scouting SCV, and he just forgot to waypoint it around. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Blue Flame Hellions are on the way for GoOdy. Pretty standard getting the armory up. Mech style all the way for GoOdy.
Supply blocked again for GoOdy.
I know, it's bad. And Strelok 2 is at 94 supply block.
GoOdy is built. That is a really unusual position for that command center, surely.
Yeah, it's hidden because, I mean, GoOdy always plays on 2 bases for a long time. And Strelok can go ahead and scan the 3rd base and be like, all right, GoOdy, you know, why are you on 2 bases again, man? And then he'll just sit happily on his 3rd base of his own. Meanwhile, GoOdy will have the equal economy. But will this Marine go up? Will it scout? Will this SCV scout potentially? But we'll have to wait and see.
We're keeping an eye on things, folks, and doesn't look like it's anywhere near for the time being. The upgrades are on the way. GoOdy is trying to get that +1 vehicle weapon, which he is known for. He tends to only go for +1. He doesn't really go for anything else beyond that for a very long time. So this is going to be what he's going to be sticking to. Now, Strelok has not upgraded his tanks at all, and the infantry weapon is coming in. But his marine count is not exactly what I'd call critical.
No, not at all. And he does have the Viking lead, so he's going to have position on these tanks, slowly edging forward and forward. And we do have the transfer now to the 3rd base for GoOdy. 5 SCVs, that's it. That's all he needs.
Yep.
But this Viking count is pretty much so important for this right now. I mean, there's nothing I can say about it. He's just got complete position. He can edge forward, and he's doing so and going to have great position. But look, ooh.
That's messy, and GoOdy with a nice little bit of harassment in right here. Hellions pick up a good number of kills, and they annihilate at least half of that mineral line. So a nice little bit of drop. Well, not even drop. He just sort of skirted his way in there. He didn't need to drop. He just drove around the side of the map. Nice and casual, taking in the scenery.
And this is really weird. I mean, he's supply blocked again at 97. He's not building any supply depots. It's really weird. I'm not too sure what's happening with both of these players. But we are going to see a drop here from Strelok with the Marines on top.
Onto the tanks. Very effective, as you can see. And GoOdy is not undeploying his tanks, so we lost 2 tanks really for no reason there as a result of that. As if that happens, you have to undeploy the tanks. You must. Yeah,
definitely. And it's nice. And a nice lead. Strelok has now 128 supply versus 105. GoOdy has taken a 4th base, and it is scouted this base now by Strelok. The SCV does go ahead and scout these 6 SCVs manning from that base in the far right.
Interesting. The question is, will Strelok be able to do anything about it, more to the point? He's going to have to swing around completely out of position with his units, and GoOdy will no doubt not let that happen.
And Strelok's actually hiding all his Marauders now. He's switched over to Marauders, and that tells me that he's going to go for a killer push soon because he smells weakness from GoOdy. GoOdy's overextended himself now because he's got this base so far away that his units are spread out. So I wouldn't be surprised if Strelok was like, all right, man, stop messing around. What are you doing? And just go straight for the natural with a bunch of Marauders, a bunch of tanks. And we'll have to see. But it looks like Strelok is going to go to the right-hand side with all these units. He might elevate them into the base and could potentially pick off a lot of SCVs here.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of damage potential right here. However, GoOdy is going to see it coming thanks to the position of that Hellion. We've got more units streaming across the map right now. A Thor, some Hellions, and of course a tank moving in. There's the scan. He knows the position of his opponent. Will he be able to flank him?
He's cutting across.
Yeah, he is. He's looking to do it, and now GoOdy knows where it is, and actually GoOdy's tanks are caught way out of position right here, and Strelok could potentially go in for the kill.
Strelok 180 food now versus 140 now for GoOdy. And we'll have to see what Strelok's going to do. He's got good position though in the middle of the map, taking a 4th base nice and easy. And has a supply depot blocking that northwest location now with the SCV in the supply depot. And slowly but surely, Strelok has a complete control of this map, can drop either side, can harass either side. Now he has control.
This is what he's going to be looking for doing right here. Wants to drop on top of those tanks, and he might be able to clean one out, but he's taking a lot of damage in the process. Nice, easy cleanup by GoOdy. The question is, did he follow it up with anything? He actually didn't. So, really, that was kind of a waste.
And we have the Unsiege now from these tanks. They're going to move forward, and this is basically to cut off between the 2nd and 3rd base now. Any reinforcing units are just going to get hit by these 3 siege tanks. And so I wouldn't be surprised if, oh, actually, look at all these units being moved by GoOdy into this line.
Well, yeah, he hasn't just been sitting around doing nothing. He's been building a lot of units. I mean, he is sitting now on 13 Hellions as well as 12 tanks and a couple of Thors in the mix as well. So that is a lot of firepower, and that's enough to break Strelok's siege very easily.
Indeed, and now unsieged at the moment, GoOdy. And what's Strelok going to do now with his time? Oh, there it is. There's the unsiege from his tanks in the lower grounds. He is going to edge forward, and now GoOdy cleaning out this location.
Bang, bang! There's no way Strelok can hold against that kind of firepower, and GoOdy melts it very, very easily. In the meantime, that is Strelok's force. This is what it's going to come down to. Strelok actually has a very significant siege tank disadvantage, but he is elevating a large number of Marauders into the base of GoOdy, and that's going to force GoOdy all the way back.
And here comes the stim, picking off tanks, Thors, everything. Oh my god, that is a lot of damage.
Big firepower coming in right now, as you can see right here by Strelok, and he pushes in, and he is able to take a lot of punishment thanks to the fact that those are Marauders. And of course the Hellions do basically nothing. Production facilities getting shut down right here. Strelok doing a good job of it, and he's holding back these tanks for the time being, as GoOdy is having to split up, which is of course a bit of a risky business.
Indeed, and he's doing so much damage into the main now. Tech labs are just dying all over the place, gonna have to rebuild them, slowing everything down. Meanwhile, Strelok is going for a large push on the right-hand side of the map too. And is going to basically force a lift up of that command center. And that's what's happened in this game, is that GoOdy overextended himself. He's pushed around the map, spread out too thin. And now Strelok taking full advantage of it. And that Thor's not going to live very long on that right-hand side.
No, somehow I think not, as the Marauder count is ridiculous, one might say. Going to charge in on that one, and the Thor will be annihilated very, very rapidly by that. Yeah, no chance. Down it goes. And GoOdy is in a real tight spot right now.
And he's going to snipe a lot of SCVs here. With these Marauders, GoOdy is coming, but that's a lot of units to come. And what will Strelok do? Most likely move into the main base again of GoOdy, just spreading him across. so badly now, and these Marauders are forcing the lift up. The SCVs are going down. SCV count now 75 SCVs for Strelok, 66 for GoOdy. Food count 135 for GoOdy, and 180 for Strelok.
Yes, that is unfortunate. GoOdy is kind of falling apart right here. That base took a lot of punishment. As you can see, the supply count for both is not really even. And still, GoOdy actually can't land this. He's been floating here for the past 4 minutes, unable to land this command center at the top. As Strelok pushes in and he thinks he's got it. And let's see whether or not that's the case. With that Marauder count, it's really going to be hard for GoOdy to do anything. After 2 tanks on the front line immediately annihilated. There's a third and the fourth to follow it up. The Thor will go down here as well. GoOdy's army is collapsing.
Yeah, indeed, and it looks like Strelok is victorious. I mean, he's killed all the army, and you kind of need an army to win in StarCraft 2.
So I've been told. GG, ladies and gentlemen.
GG.
Yep, Strelok is able to come back after that punishing second game against GoOdy, and he takes it in the best-of-3 series. So well done to him. It takes a lot of guts to be able to go 3 rounds with GoOdy.
Yeah, and he goes the distance and takes the win. But GoOdy, I think, lost the game rather than Strelok winning it. I think GoOdy made a lot of mistakes early on, was slowed down a lot, decided to take a risky third base. And, well, it's kind of a risky third base, the reason because it's so far away.
Yeah.
But he wasn't intending for it to get scouted, and then was going to get a normal, like, quote, normal third base. And hoping Strelok wouldn't realize so he could get one up on him. But nope, Strelok sees that and plays brilliantly. Adapts to the situation, builds only Marauders, and just completely abuses the fact that these tanks are so slow and immobile.
Yeah, well, I think if you're going to take a hidden base like that, you've actually got to actively deny the scouting, and without that map control, GoOdy was not able to do that. So it's turned into a bit of a massacre, and Strelok was able to roll through GoOdy right there. There you go, folks. This is the IGN Pro League Season 2. Strelok victorious over GoOdy, and this best-of-3 series going 2-1 after a very lengthy set of Terran versus Terran action. My name is Tom the Biscuit.
And I'm D Apollo.
And we will be back shortly, folks. Don't go anywhere.